born unique for a reason. Don't try to fit in, but stand out and use the gifts you were given. Number 4, lions are always willing to fight. They have an attitude to keep going when things get tough. Everything of value on this planet has a price. So if you want something valuable into your life, you need to go out there and fight for it like a lion. Number 5, lions are brave. They are ready to face and endure danger or pain. The heart of a lion is one that will never be afraid and will always move forward. You have to be willing to take the steps necessary for self-growth, even if it scares you. Always go with the choice that scares you the most, because that's the one that's going to help you grow. Have courage to take action and take control over your life. Number 6, lions are part of a pride. Although lions are leaders and largely loners, they belong to the pride because they are a part of something bigger and work as a team when needed. This means, although you may have the skills and the ability to work alone, always remember that sometimes teaming up with others who have more skills than you and others you can build and grow from is always a good step to take. Always remember, when you're around like-minded people, you can learn from them and they can learn from you. You can become who you surround yourself with. And last but not the least, number 7, the sounds of a lion can be heard 5 miles away. Lions make themselves heard and speak up when they have to. It doesn't matter where you're from or where you're going. Just stand out and be heard, because your contribution matters, and most importantly, you matter. Thanks for watching this video. Share and subscribe for more amazing inspiration.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, all the champions that are connected already to the SER meeting. Good morning, my unstoppable leader. Good morning, all the kingsmen, all the Amazon ambassadors in this meeting. So the person you are hearing her voice is Mama Blessing. So I was instructed to introduce someone special in this meeting. So, but our number is still very small. But please, if you can hear me, can you go to the comment section and type 1? If you can hear me, go to comment section, type 1. Let me be sure that all of us are hearing me. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. But our number is still very small. This is the combination of all the Lion team in this meeting, and we are just few. What is really happening? Is it that we did not remind our team to join? So let's do well and still call them, remind them, go to platforms and remind them to be part of the cell meeting. So we are going to be treating topics that are, in fact, that will be very, very exciting this morning. It's not something anyone can miss. If your team members are not here, they will be missing a lot. Go back and call them, go to your platforms, remind them so that they too can be part of the cell meeting. Okay, so we are going to be starting with an opening prayer. We are going to be starting with an opening prayer. So I would like a Muslim to start us on the prayer. I'm going to be unmuting someone that will lead us in the opening prayer today. Let me unmute Abubakar Sadiq. Abubakar Sadiq, if you can hear me, unmute yourself. Go ahead and lead us in the opening prayer.
Hello, good morning, house.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, house. All right.
Yes, good morning. We can hear you.
We thank God for daybreak. Let's pray, please. Salu ala Nabi Karim, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to pray for the house this morning.
Wow. Thank you so much. Amen to the prayers. Thank you so much for that wonderful prayer. So I'm going to be unmuting a Christian to lead us in the opening prayer as well. I'm going to be unmuting Martins. Yes, Amalu Martins. Go ahead, lead us in the opening prayer for Christians so that we can start.
Hello, good morning, my moderator. I believe you all can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. We start this prayer in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Bless, O Lord, our hearts and mind. God grant that whatever we say and say with our lips, we may believe in our hearts. And what we believe in our hearts, we may practice and show forth in our daily lives to Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that wonderful prayer. Our number is still small. I think we are supposed to get to at least 100. We are very small in this meeting. Please, if you have not reminded your team, even if it's one person, go and call 1 or 2 persons to join the meeting. There are many of them that are not in the meeting now. So, and we cannot start with just 70-something persons while we are over more than 100. And even the YouTube also will be out if you get to 100 people in this meeting. So let's do well and remind them. Don't say you are hearing, just go and call some persons to be part of the meeting, because what we are going to be discussing today is so powerful that you cannot afford to miss it. So right now, let us recite our vision and mission so that we can welcome our unstoppable leader. Let us recite our vision and mission. Okay, I'm not going to be unmuting everyone. Okay, just where you are, listen very where you are. If you are at the sound of my voice, hope we are ready so that we can recite our vision. This is the vision of this organization. If you are not abiding with this vision, in fact, you are not going to make progress in this business. This is the vision, this is what we are stand for, this is what we are known for. Our insight, something that we are living upon. So we don't joke with it. Hope we are ready. Let's take our vision. 1, 2, go. To raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world.
Okay, good morning. It's like the network have thrown our moderator out. Okay, let's recite our vision. You can see it on the screen as we are waiting for our moderator to come back. And this is our mission, our vision. I mean, if you can hear me, if I count 1, 2, 3, say it wherever you are. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Our mission is to raise financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Can you hear me? I believe you can hear all these people that are saying I can't hear you. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, confirm you can hear in the comment section. Confirm you can hear me. Okay, that is very good. Elijah Chimobi. Okay, this is our mission on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us recite our mission. And our mission for 2024 is to raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the connected economy and usher in the next generation world changers using our system, structure, and support. Thank you very much for following in the mission statement. Thank you very much. Now it's my singular honor to introduce the man of the house. It's my singular honor to introduce our own unstoppable leader. In fact, sometimes I'll be looking at my unstoppable leader. I'll be like, as in, I bless God for coming through this way. because some things that he does is what I have been aspiring to do, and it's become very simple, very easier. Like there was something he was doing one instant. I was telling him, I have been looking for a way to be doing this, and guess what? This is an avenue for me. If you know this man, I want you to go to the comment section and let us welcome our own leader, our own unstoppable leader, the visionary president of the Lion team at large. Guess what? This is a combined cell meeting. This is a combined cell meeting, and we are not up to 100 here. Just because of, I guess it was because of the information yesterday. There was the information, we didn't receive it on time. We only received the information about the cell meeting later. But guess what? Some people will say that they have already canceled cell meeting now. That is the reason a lot of them are not in the cell meeting today. But I want to appreciate all of us that are in the cell meeting this morning, as I'm about to welcome my father, your father, my mentor and your mentor, in the person of Chukweloka Frederick. Please, sir, if you are in the building, please, the floor is yours. Thank you very much for giving me the privilege to welcome you.
All right. Thank you very much, the unbendable. Thank you. In fact, I'm in the house. Thank you very much. And I'm so glad, so glad to be with the General House once again. Thank you very much for welcoming me. In fact, every day is a new opportunity for me, for you, for each and every one of us. I also want to extend my warmest regard to the Amazon ambassador, Mama Juliet, that was welcoming me before the network threw her out. And also appreciate you, Sunnyville, the unbendable. This is one of my truest sons, in whom I am well pleased. Ladies and gentlemen, today is another day. In fact, the YouTube link is ready, but of what use is it to us if we are unable to max out the Zoom? Can you imagine? See what is going on? Because in fact, do you know why I'm happy today? I'm happy because this very meeting today is going to help expose our weaknesses. You know why? Because for a long time, I've noticed that anytime is Monday, some people have already known that is Monday for mastermind cell meeting. And guess what? The attitude they have, they don't join cell meeting on Monday. They don't. Do you know what they do? They say, okay, I'm going to meet up, but they will never go back for review. And guess what? By Tuesday, during the breakout cell meeting, if you ask how many persons were part of the meeting, just very few that will tell you they were part of the meeting. This is what has been happening to our team. And because of that, they lose the momentum on Monday. By Tuesday, you discover that the various breakout cells, they are fewer in number. The number starts increasing from Wednesday. Is that how we're going to run the business? Of course, no. See, Monday was supposed to be the day we joined cell meeting without any form of hesitation. Can you imagine? But guess what? Monday has become a day we absent from cell meetings. Why are we doing this? We are doing this simply because a lot of us love to take break. In fact, by the time the mastermind was announcing there's no summit, he is the one that is supposed to hold the summit, you know. He's having meeting with some of the leaders. So he knew that he was not going to be available for the meeting. Some leader was not going to be available for meeting, and he's saying no meeting, and some other persons easily accepted excuses. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing stops us from having our meeting. Of course, we are here available. We are on ground. We are even going to have mega summit today for our business. Now, guess what? We are giving assignments previously. How many of us want to take advantage of that assignment? I don't think if a good number of us took advantage to do that assignment. But guess what? The assignment is ending today because we just finished the weekend. And then during the weekend, we are meant to ensure that Saturday, Sunday, and today, we have 10 each seated for us in the event so that we can have at least 30 persons who show the business opportunity from Friday to Monday. How many of us have done this? If you have done this and you were able to achieve 30, expect 3 solid nations to join your business. Do you know that one person that joins your business is a nation? Do you know that? So if you have 3 persons that are going to connect, using the Pareto principle, you have 30 seated, of course, you're going to have solid 3 perfect individuals, prospective nations that are going to be part of your business today. That was the essence. Do you know that this day, in fact, by this Monday, you record these 3. Guess what? In the next 1 year, you have 3 large nations if you follow the things that we are doing and you are consistent with it. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a blessed day by the Lord. Today is a day that he has given to us for us to advance in our business. Today is a day that he has given to us for us to become super successful. Okay. So I think let me just give out the YouTube link in case I get so busy that I'm unable to post the YouTube link so that leaders can share it in their platform. But I'm just happy that this has exposed our weaknesses. Okay, has exposed our weakness. Every Monday we abstain from the sound meeting. I don't know why we do this, but trust me, it is not good for anyone that wants to build this business. It has to be a daily momentum you create every day. It has to be a daily routine. It has to be something you do on a daily basis. You don't need to abstain from it. If you try this, you start losing momentum gradually from your business. So many of us are active partners, but I don't even know how really active we are in the business. Okay, so I'm just trying to post the team. I'm just trying to post it to the leaders platform so that different leaders can pick it up from there and circulate in their team. For those of them that are unable to join via the Zoom, okay, then guess what? If you're unable to join via the Zoom, if it is maxed out at any point in time, then guess what? You'll be able to have it right on YouTube. Okay, so let's begin. Today we'll be looking at something very spectacular. What is that thing? Goal setting. Of course, we had our goal setting during the Power Cell meeting, but do you know what we want to continue? Today is the last day of the month of July. And tomorrow we are going to begin, because what we did on Friday may not have sit well in some of us. And if it has not settled well with you, today is another opportunity for you to understand why you need to gather momentum, why your business must move to the next level. In fact, in our business, for you to get to the next level, you must be setting goals on a daily basis. And guess what? How many of us were able to achieve our income goal last month? In fact, if you didn't achieve your income goal, then guess what? Then what it means is that you may have achieved, let's say, 50%, 70%, of course, is good. Of course, let me tell you, every month I set income goal for myself. And guess what? Last month, I couldn't achieve my income goal. I'm surprised. But guess what? I achieved 70% of it. And do you know what the 70% is? I achieved 70% of my income goal. Now, what is your own income goal? Did you achieve it? Did you achieve the goals you set for yourself? If you achieve it and you got 50%, I'm telling you that you have a pass mark. In fact, the month of July was a kind of somehow for so many persons. But guess what? People who did set goal, like I taught us about smarter goal, trust me, they achieved their goals. And if they did not achieve it, in fact, I have somebody who chatted me up and told me that I achieved my goal 100%. And guess what? If you achieve 50, you are good to go. If you achieve 70, you are almost there. If you achieve, how do I put it? If you achieve 30, you tried little, but then you were not there. But let me tell you something. The goal is for you to achieve 100%. Do you know that most times I achieve my goals 100%? Most times. And most time when I didn't achieve it, if I achieved 70%, when I even show it to some person that will be like, wow, this is amazing, but it's just 70%. I don't know if you understand this, but I want to let you know that without goal setting, you will never get anywhere in the business. And that's why we're talking about it today. Okay, we're talking about it today. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, it is about you setting a goal. And I want you to understand that you have to set goals every single day. These your goals will join together to amount to a weekly goal, daily goals, and your weekly goals are the breakdown down of your monthly goals, and your monthly goals are also the breakdown of your yearly goals. You need them for you to survive. And so today, I want to ask, how many of us achieved your goals? If you achieved your goal for the month of July, today is the last day of July. Can I see you raise your hand? Raise your hand if you achieved it. 100%. If you achieved your goal, 100%, raise your hand. Chai, where's the person that chatted me achieved 100%? Is the person not here? Maybe network. Good. And I have another. This is not even the one that chatted me. But guess what? I have another that achieved 100%. I'm talking about Friday Josiah. I think that's the pharmacist. Perfect. 100%. Do you know who this person is under? He's under the mentorship of Chukwu Emeka Joseph. Wow. Congratulations to you, Friday Josiah, for achieving your goal for the month of July. 100%. Wow. That is a genius. I love that. Thank you very much. Now, who else achieved 70%? Of course, I'm here. But who else did? If you achieved 70%, can I see your hand raised? Your goal, 70%. If it is income goal, you can work it out. If whatever goal, you can work it out. You can do the estimation. 70% who achieved. Today is the last day of the month. If you are not conscious of your monthly achievements, you are not in the business. You are not in the business. If you are not conscious of monthly achievement, 70%, wow! Hamid Ibrahim, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you, 70%. I love this. Chai. Thank you very much. In fact, that is it, 70% achievement. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, now let's move down again. Who achieved 50%? If you know you achieved half, can we see your hand raised? Let's identify the champions. Let's identify the champions. 50%. If you achieved 50% of your goal, I'm looking at the participant section. If you achieved 50%, can I see your hand raised? Chai. Wow. Wow. That is Dr. Abdul Waziri and Mama Blessing. Whoa. A big round of applause. In fact, 70%. In fact, if you have a medical doctor with his busy schedules achieving, 50% of his goal, well, have Mama Blessing achieved. Please, a big round of applause for these two geniuses. In fact, I am super, super proud of you. Wow, wow. Please, a big round of applause. Those clapping emojis. 50%. I love this. I love the 50% of their goals. I love this. I love this. Thank you very much. In fact, these are two geniuses in the team. All right, let's look at those that had a pass mark. A pass mark, not a pass mark, but people who made an attempt. 30% of your goal. Can we see your hand raised? 30% of your goal. Bless Mama, I can put down your hand because I know you're raised for the 50%. 30% of your goal. 30%. 30% of your goal. Can we see your hand raised? Don't be shy of it. It's fair. Wow, Madam Glory Eze, 30%. I love this. Romanus Odo, 30%. Wow, those clapping emojis, please. Those clap, the unbendable 30%. Wow, wow, I love this. I love this. I love this. 30%. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else got 30%? Got 30%. Who else? Who else got 30%? Oh my God. All right, for the 30%, we are super, super proud of you. We congratulate you for achieving your 30% goal. This is awesome. This is awesome. Now, guess what? Let us put our hands down. Let us appreciate them with those clapping emojis. I'm super, super proud of each of them. 30% achievement of your goals is awesome. And today we have the last date of the month. The new date of the month begins tomorrow. And that's why we want to talk about goal setting. Because if you are not achieving, guess what? Something is wrong with it. There is something wrong why you are not achieving your goal. Okay? Why you are not achieving your goal is not that any person is bewitching you. It's not that any person is working against you. But guess what? You are simply the enemy of yourself. And that's why you may not be able to achieve your goal as expected. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen. So we're going to be looking at what we call the goal setting. Goal setting. Ladies and gentlemen, this, if you understand how to create momentum, you know that this is a must do for you. This is a must do for you. As you can see today, I'm right in my home. I'm not going to the office because of the lockdown. So, but immediately after this, we are going for our super mega launch. And guess what? Every day is a day to create momentum. That's how you succeed in this business. If you're not creating momentum on a daily basis, trust me, you will go nowhere. That is it. If that will be celebrated, but you can't be celebrated. But congratulations to those that achieved this. In fact, I remember beginning of this month, someone like Blessing told me that her income goal was ₦1 million. And I told her, with God on your side, you are unstoppable. I've not calculated all her, but I think she even achieved 70% because she made over 700 in the month of July. Okay, that is why, because she decided to set a goal for herself. Guess what? If you are not setting goals, the month will end and you will think there is still time. But guess what? Let us look at goal setting, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me tell you that creating the ultimate game plan is all about goal setting in our business. It's all about what? Goal setting, creating the ultimate game plan, setting goals and outcome. Let's look at the first one, goal setting. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy for us to handle this topic today. Now, guess what? We have this. Let me see if I can move this up a bit. Okay, good. I believe you can see the screen full now. We have what we call the we have what we call 10 areas to focus on if you must achieve your goal. Every time, if you are not focusing on these aspects, you will not achieve your goal. And then, you see, I may not be able to finish this, but if I'm unable to finish this, then we're going to continue with it on our Power Cell meeting on Friday. Okay, but guess what? I can't even finish it. It's not possible because we'll have mega events and we'll soon be rounding up. Okay, you have these 10 solid areas to focus on if you must achieve your income goal. If you must achieve your goal setting, whatever goal you have set. Is it that you want to become a kingsman? Is it that you want to raise 2 kingsmen? Is it that you want to achieve certain level of income? Is it that you want to get certain level of skill acquisition? What are those goals you set for yourself? And as you set for yourself, last Friday, we were talking about setting a smarter goals. But today, let's look at the 10 areas to focus on. See, if you set your goal and your goal is not smart, you can't achieve it. And if your goal is smarter, you will achieve it. For those of us that are hearing this as a foreign language, smarter goal setting, I was able to demystify that in our Power Cell meeting on Friday. And that is the reason why you don't miss cell meeting, don't miss any of the trainings. Remember, the cardinal cultures of C2NFG is to constantly make yourself available to be trained. And if you are making yourself available to be trained, then what it means is that you are fulfilling one of the cardinal cultures of C2NFG. And that's how you become super, super successful. So ladies and gentlemen, the very first area to focus on is income. Are you conscious of your earnings? A lot of persons would have earned more money than what they were celebrated. Do you understand me? And guess what? They may not be that conscious of it. They may not. I have one of my downline leaders that was celebrated during our nights of celebration for being a Power 500. Let me tell you, she was just just a little amount of money to hit 1 million and above. But guess what? Because that little was not there, she was celebrated because we don't have Power 900. So she was celebrated as Power 500. You know why? These things are as a result of even leaders can fall prey to this. It's as a result of not focusing on income goal. They may have set goals to hit certain level of income, but you have to be conscious of the earnings on a daily basis, and you are calculating the remaining days of the month, and you are doing those powerful activities to get you to your goal. Okay, so guess what? Your income goal is of importance, okay, because you need to understand this. In fact, excuse me. Okay, so that is what we are talking about. Income goal. Sorry, I had to attend to something, but I'm done with that now. So what we're talking about is that you need to set income goal. Okay, income goal. And when you set an income goal, every day of the month, you set an income goal. What do you need to do? You calculate, you subject this goal to smarter goal setting. What do we mean by that? SMARTER, smarter. What do we mean? You have your goals have to be standing for specific. Don't say, I'm going to be hitting money, I'm going to be making money, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to be doing that. No, you don't say that. I want to hit this, between this. No, it has to be specific. I want to hit 1 millionaire. You set it as a goal. I want to hit 500. 0.5 million. I want to hit 700. I want to hit this. I want to hit that. You make it specific. Then you talk about the other side being measurable. I don't want to go into smarter goal settings to take our time. Let's look at 10 areas to focus on. So you focus on income, and for you to achieve it, in fact, for you to achieve your goals, income goal has to be part of it every single month. Yes, every single month, income goal has to be part of it. Do you know that building a system is an intentional act? If you are not building a system intentionally, guess what? You will miss out. You will miss out. A lot of us today are not intentional. So many of us are silver executives. So many of us are gold executive. And we are not doing monthly maintenance. Do you know how much you are missing every day? Do you know how much you are missing on the track of intentional building a system? Why did you become silver executive? Why did you become a gold executive? And you are not doing monthly this to help you earn higher? For those of us that are just new, guess what? We may not understand that, but we'll be comfortable with our 2 ways of earning. But as somebody that wants to grow and add the other remaining 4 ways so that you become powerful, you need to do your PMA. That's why you are silver executive. That's why you are gold executive. That's why you are this, and you abandon it. It is an intentional act. And you have to be intentional about it. That's why we're talking about habits. What is your attitude? Just like the video we were playing, what makes a lion who is simply his attitude. The lion loves to fight. The lion loves to win. The lion loves to be strong. He doesn't want to identify himself as those 10 qualities of a lion. The man in that video mentioned it. The lion is unique. The lion is this. The lion is that. And you bear the mark of a lion, and you don't want to be like a lion. In fact, in this business, you need to have a lion heart for you to succeed. You need to have that lion heart. And that is why we are lion and lionesses in the business of network marketing, because this is what gives us an edge. This is what gives us a leap above every other person. And we have to do that intentionally. So you must have a great habit. Like tomorrow is 1st of the month. Tomorrow is a day we hold our national prayers. Remember, I'll still get to there when I talk about the cultures. So, but these are the areas. Okay, so what are your habits? Do you have the habits of not joining cell meeting? Do you have the habits of learning? Do you have the habit of being diligent in your activities? What do you have? Then another areas to focus on is on customers. Now, guess what? We have 2 persons who, in fact, every person you have in this business, the entry point is being a customer. Do you know what? When someone signs with those people we call the partners. How do you become a partner? A partner is also another term the C2 Energy has used for a customer. So if you sign into our business and you bought your products, and you refuse to go for your quick starter guide training, you refuse to develop to generate your name list, you refuse to follow the things you are doing, you refuse to follow the mentorship, you refuse to start building the business, you are simply a customer. But why we focus on them is that this is the starting point. Are you focusing on your customers? So that you know how many you get in a day, how many you get in a week, how many you get in a month, and how many you are able to transform to become what? Active partners. Some of us are just customers, customers for crying out loud. But then, as a leader, do you focus on this area? And then the 4th one, do you focus on recruitment? If you want to create momentum in your business, you must focus on recruitment. In fact, do you know something? I was having conversation with my upline and my mentor, Mr. Somchi Anthony. Guess what he told me? He said that he just got off a meeting last night with some of the top senior consultants of C2NFG, and the president himself was the one that anchored that meeting. And he said that he couldn't believe what the president said, that so many of us were falling into what is it called? Management trap, that will no longer focus on recruiting. But we don't know that what creates momentum in your business is recruiting. And he told me that he has not seen a kind of a man like the president. Do you know what he said? He told me that what he said that if Alliance in Motion Global decides to slash his account to equal halves, breaking away where all the masterminds is, or where all the masterminds are, that he will still maintain top 1. Child! When I heard this, I said, what am I doing in this business? Am I really focusing on recruitment? If the president who is at that top can say this, that if Alliance Motion decides to slash his account, breaking it in 2 equal halves and cut off where all the masterminds are, that he will still maintain top 1. I say, is this a joke or something? In fact, he started telling me that on the other side, where we don't have the master, that the president has raised so many other ones who are even earning more than some of the masterminds. Child! And I said, God, what does it mean? In fact, this is a man who is focusing on recruitment. Recruitment is very important because that's what creates momentum in your business. You know that sometimes you have some of your team members who will start thinking, if not because of them, you won't be making money. If you're focusing on the recruitment, there is no any of your partner that can think such things, because the person knows that he's just an inch of what your team gives you in a month. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to focus on recruitment if you must achieve your goal, any goal that you have set, and you have set it through the smarter way of setting it. You must focus on recruitment. Do you understand that? And you must equally focus on rank advancement. Rank advancement, what do we mean? Various ranks. You have to focus on rank advancements of Alliance in Motion Global. You have to focus on rank advancement of what? C2NFG International. Now, when we talk about rank advancement of Alliance in Motion Global, we begin to talk about Millionaire Circle, because we talk about Silver Executive, Gold Executive, Global Ambassador. We want to talk about focusing on C2 1FG rank advancement, we need to talk about you becoming an active partner, you becoming a Kingsman, you becoming an emerging cell leader, you becoming a cell leader, and becoming an emerging global leader and a global leader, which is what? Which is our long-term goal. Now, for you now, wherever you are, the next position becomes your short-term goal. Are you focusing on it? Are you focusing on rank advancement? Or do you want to just, if you are not focusing, you can't grow. You can't. Remember when we did the best kept secrets in network marketing, we said is what? Focus. I had that meeting with us in one of our Power Cell meetings. Do you think it was a joke? And today we are looking at 10 areas you have to focus on. And then the next one we're talking about is skill development. Of course, without skill, you are just a joke. You are just a mediocre floating in the network marketing space. But with skill development, you become a professional. Guess what? All the professionals, they will always tell you that if everything they have worked for is stripped off of them and they are dropped in an unknown land, give them half of the years it took them to build the business, they will rebuild it again. Why? Because this is a financial vehicle that gives you the true success. And the true success is something that can be repeated, replicated in another form or in the same form at any given point in time. It's just like you have a principles that produce certain kind of results. Feeding those principles, the results comes out. That's what this space is all about. So are you really focusing on skill advancement, skill development, so that you don't waste? There are some people that say, I've been doing this, they are not just focusing. In fact, of recent, I started assessing some of my team members that, had an expansion. They just decided to launch their business in another state. So when I saw that they couldn't make progress, later when I started reviewing what they did, I discovered that there were a bunch of mediocres. And that's why they didn't succeed. No skill. Skill is what gets you to achieve your goals. So we talk about goal setting, you have to focus on this. And then the seventh one, we'll talk about leadership development. Leadership development. So you have to focus on this. Remember, one of the secrets given to us of building this business by Matt Morris says that everything rises and falls on leadership. So you have to be focused on how to become a leader. You need to become a leader. Leader is everything. In fact, a leader can turn fearless individuals into combatant warriors. Leaders can take you to any heights in life. You need to focus on leadership skills. How do you become a leader? Making sure that you are part of this same meeting and you are pulling others along. Some of us are being forced every day to beg every day, lured every day to be part of cell meeting. So what if you are being lured like this to be part of cell meeting? What it means is that, you are not yet a leader. A leader leads. In fact, a truest leader is one who will not follow every path that others follow or anywhere that any road may lead, but rather, guess what? That leader will follow where there is no lead and leaves a trail. That's a leader. He's not a man full of complaints. He's not a man full of excuses. He's a man full of what? Solutions. So if you are not full of solution, you are part of those complaining every day. Every day you are complaining. You are not full of solutions. You are not a leader. That's the difference. A leader is full of solutions, while a non-leader is full of complaints, excuses, grudges. It's grudging. And my leader has not done this for me. My leader has done that for this person. My leader has not done this for me. My leader, this. Then you are also a leader. What are you doing? What are you doing? Guess what? You need to develop yourself into a leader. And then the eighth one you need to focus on is what? Culture. We'll have every kind of culture, but we'll have 3 cardinal cultures. If you see, any of this training is a whole, any of these areas is a whole topic that can last us for like 3 days if we should start having the trainings on them. So we want to talk about the 3 cardinal cultures. So are you focusing on these 3 cardinal cultures every day, so that they become part and parcel of you? Remember what we say culture is. They say culture is a way of the people. So is the 3 cardinal culture of C2NFG your way of life? If it's not your way of life, then you know why you are where you are in the business. Number one is what? Committing your business to the hands of the Creator, the Almighty, the Alpha and Omega. He who says that things is possible and they are possible. The man that giveth grace so that you can be part of the things your dreams, your aspirations are gearing towards. In fact, the spring being that maketh it possible for you to live and see a new day. He who sees the invincible. He who knows what happens even before we arrive there. So guess what? It is a clarion call for you to hearken into what? The spiritual realm, so that you can be, in fact, because everything that happens is perfected at the realm of the Spirit. That's why C2NFG recognizes this as the first cardinal culture. Do you know what the scripture says? It says, not by power and might that man becomes, but by the Lord that showeth mercy. So if the Lord has not shown me mercy today, I can't be here according this meeting. If the Lord has not shown you mercy, you can't be here joining this meeting. If the Lord has not shown me mercy, I can't see the end of this month. And if he has magnanimously granted that I see mercy for the next 50 years, 100 years to come, who is a man to take away it or to truncate that? So guess what? It's a clarion call for each and every one of us to hearken unto the first cardinal cultures of C2NFG. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow, one of the cultures, remember, is continuously committing the business into the hands of the Almighty. So tomorrow is our day of national prayers across all the C2NFG families. Guess what? Every first day of the month is a month we pray for the organization. It's a month we hold prayers to make sure, and fasting as well. So are you focusing on this? A lot of us, we even forget that. It's because we are not focusing on the cardinal cultures of C2NFG. If you are focusing on it, then you know that tomorrow, 1st of August, is a day we pray. And guess what? For the fasting aspect of it, is not a must for everybody, especially if your doctor has told you not to fast, especially if you're on medication and you need to take food. But you can fast on other things as well. There are so many things to fast on. That's the truest way of praying and observing abstinence. You know, prayer is all about observing abstinence and, submitting supplications unto the hands of the Almighty. That's what it is. So one way for you committing this business to God is to abstain from certain things. You can abstain from food. There are certain things you can abstain from. Even if it means those things that gives you pleasure, you can abstain from it throughout tomorrow. If you are somebody that cannot eat your food without meat, why not abstain from it to show God that you are remorseful of your shortcomings and you need mercy upon you and upon your business? Focus on it, ladies and gentlemen. Then you focus on the second cardinal culture of you making yourself available to be trained all the time. Skill development. Then are you focusing on helping your team members to get the same education that you are getting by ensuring that whatever you learn is passed on to them? Of course, that's how you build a system. Now, guess what? If you are not focusing on this thing, remember, any kind of system you want to build, there is a way to build it. Building this our own system, the 3 cardinal cultures, they are must for you. If you don't follow them, you won't build. And that's why I tell people, if you invest in this business and in 6 months, 1 year, you've not recouped your investment and start making profits, and you have been focusing on these 3 cardinal cultures, then come back and I'll give you your money with interest, guaranteed. But when you come, we examine the cultures. If you have focused on them and you didn't create that success, trust me, I hold my chest for you. I'll give you your money back with interest, any amount you paid. But let's see, because we know what we have. We know the financial vehicle. You are focusing on it, you get to the next higher level. Then the next one is geographical expansion. Are you focusing on detaching from your mentor at any point in time so that you only cancel with him and expand your own business? It was one of the things I did. As I started this business, after some time, I had to detach and start building my own business. I was focusing on geographical expansion. Are you wondering, while I have partners across the federation. I focused on it. I wondering why I have this, I focused on it. And you have to focus on that, geographical expansion, but don't expand foolishly, because some persons too expand foolishly and they collapse. Gain the skills, learn from your mentor what your mentor does. And guess what? By the time you expand, you implement all those principles and values there. It will help you to become super successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, focus on expansion. You can expand. You can decide and say, I've learned this business. I want to move over to somewhere like Calabar and build my business. You can do that. You can even expand beyond the scope of this country. But guess what? Within your area, you can expand. You can also expand. It doesn't mean that you go to another state. You can expand. You can decide, oh, I want to have my office here. I want to take this business serious. I want to establish my own business here. You can expand as once you have gained the capacity. But guess what? If you are new in this business, stay with your mentor, build capacity. That's my advice. Then once you have built your own capacity, you can expand, of course. And then the 10th one is event attendance. These are where people get transformed beyond extraordinary, especially now that we're preparing for immersion. Some people are not focusing on it so that they will attend. See, do you know that there are certain things you will hear in that place that will become your breaking point? The other day that we had the super Monday sound meeting with the president of the C1FG International. Guess what? We heard the voice of Dr. Elijah. I said that one thing that gave him energy was when he went for an event, a big event organized by the organization in Lagos and in Philippines, that the Lagos one, in fact, gave him an unstoppable spirit. And when he was in Philippines, it became a lifestyle. You know, that was it for him. He told himself, no, this is it. This is it. And guess what? We're already 9 o'clock. And if I start looking at these items one after the other, we're going to have 10 of them looked into. If I start looking at them one after the other, guess what? Till the next tomorrow, I will not finish this training. So we'll be handling it in our Power Sound meeting. But today, it's good that you have a preview of where to focus on so that you can achieve your goals. Okay? If you set certain goals, you pick certain skills here to focus on them. A lot of persons are not successful in this business because they are not focusing on skill advancement. What is the skills you need? You have 7 core skills. 7 core skills. You reading Go Pro will give you these 7 core skills. That's where you go pro. And then guess what? As a beginner, what are the skills you need? Prospecting, inviting. What you say, that one is the one that opens up your business because it's the gateway skill. The third one is presenting. The fourth is follow up. Do you know that if you acquire these skills, you in fact, people will just be thinking you did money ritual. Somebody who is being paid 8,000 naira salary can become 0.5 million monthly earner, can become a million earner in this business just by learning these social skills we are talking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are your excuses not to focus on these 10 areas? What are your excuses? Please, I beg you, focus is the best kept secrets in network marketing. And I'm giving you the 10 solid areas you need to focus on for you to advance in this business. Forget what any other person is doing. Focus. Whether others are saying this is a scam, this, that. They're saying this. You begin to focus so that you can surprise them with the results you will create, the things you will achieve. So I'm going to be ending this meeting here. And as I end, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that there are things you need to do on a daily basis. Okay? I need you to understand this. Okay? So I'm going to end this meeting. And as I end this meeting, I'm going to be handing over to my unbendable to conclude the meeting for us. Of course, we have prayed. We're not going to pray again. We're only going to recite our slogan, and then we end the meeting. We're not going to pray again. We've prayed from the beginning, and then we're going to end so that we'll go over for activities. As I'm talking to you, some of us, we have mega summit coming up. And I know a lot of persons too, they have events in the offices. A lot of us too, we have our home launches to go for. Today is a super day. And for some of us that are in the East, we take advantage of the lockdown. That's why I say I'm not yet in the office. If not, before 7:30 every day, I'm already in my office, because we are trying to industrialize the connected economy. Do same, and you will create this kind of success you will create. Have you ever envisaged that a monthly million income can be part of you just for building this business? Have you ever envisaged that? It's possible. That's what some of us saw before we got into this realm. And today is a possibility. It can be possible to any person as long as you are part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I beg you, the success you create is not for any person, it's for you alone. None of you will encash and submit the money to any person. No, it is for you and for your family. I beg your husband, let me focus. It would be nice if we can change our car. If you beg your wife, let me focus. It's nice, we can change our car. We can upgrade, we can finish the house. You can do this, you can do that. The money is for you and for your family. It's for you to advance. It's for you to grow bigger and bigger. And it's for you to achieve a great lifestyle. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for making yourself part of this meeting. I appreciate you. I remain your humble servant, Frederick. Please hearken to my advice and you'll go to a whole new level. Thank you very much, and God bless each and every one of you. Tomorrow will be our breakout cell meeting, and guess what? If the mastermind is not going to give us what we missed today for tomorrow, then it will be a breakout cell meeting. And if it becomes a breakout cell meeting, make sure you join your various cell anchors, and then we're going to see again. If Jidla doesn't take that power cell meeting, we'll see again on Friday. Thank you. I love each and every one of you. I hand over to you, my aboundable. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.
Wow. Thank you very much, Boss. Thank you very much for this insight. In fact, when I saw the cell meeting topic this morning, I say this is coming at the right time. But guess what? Today is 31st. It is good. You set that income goal ahead of next month. Thank you very much, Boss. And we are coming to the end of the meeting now. And I want somebody to share our slogan. Is there anybody with our slogan? Let's reset our slogan so that we can end for today. And somebody should share our slogan for us. But if there's no any, I'm going to share it immediately. So I'm going to lead us in the slogan. Are we ready? If you are ready, go to the comment section and type yes. Are we ready for this? If you are ready for the slogan, go to the comment section and type yes. Okay, that's very good. Okay, now let's move on. Leaders, if you are not joining cell meetings, you are your own enemy in this business. Who are we?
We are
Lion
marketing our
We are indomitable.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye, everybody. Wonderful day.
We are Lion. Good day, everybody. Thank you for this meeting.
We're not interested.